this is my desk currently, and it's really messy. So we're gonna clean it today. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start with getting everything off of it and then completely redesigning everything. So let's do that. Okay, so as you can see, the desk is now cleared off, except for my Stanley, which is there because I need water every day. So the desk is now cleared off, so now I want to redesign how everything's going to work. I really don't want my printer there anymore because I'm going to kind of expand my desk and workflow area kind of. I'm getting a new monitor and a stand for the two monitors. They're both literally exactly the same. So the stand is going to connect the two monitors, which is probably going to go in the middle section of the table. But I want to be able to sit in the middle, and as you might be able to see, these drawers here are blocking me from doing that because of my legs being too long and the table height and blah blah blah. So I'm thinking I kind of want to turn the table so that the drawers are facing that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. I might just have to clear some more stuff from the main space, and I'm probably going to move my gimbal cam, and I think I won't have the overhead cam until we get back to putting everything on the desk, so I'm going to do that. So as you can see, I have successfully turned the table around and it looks just like it was before, only the drawers are on the other side, which is good for me because I can actually move in here. So now I'm thinking I completely start from scratch, and I'm thinking I'll start with the monitor and the MacBook, and of course the keyboard and trackpad and stuff. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe I'll put, I might be able to put take the drawers out of their compartments, and I might be able to put the printer there instead. It's a little risky, but I'm willing to try it. Honestly, I think it could work. If I'm thinking the layout is, if the way I'm thinking the layout is correct, then it should work. So I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to get that overhead cam on the table for you guys, and then we can get started from scratch. Alright, just got the overhead camera in place. Hopefully it doesn't turn off again. I don't know why things do that here, but I'm done getting that done. So now I'm going to start from scratch on the desk. Alright, I just got the monitor in place, and I'm having a great feeling about this new desk setup. So I'm going to continue with everything else. I'm going to get the Mac in place, get all the cables in, try to do some cable management stuff too. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I just got the monitor, Mac, and keyboard and trackpad in place. So I'm going to take like a 5-10 minute break maybe. My parents need me for something, so I'll see you guys in a sec. And we are back in the office. So I got the overhead cam set up, but you guys already knew that. I moved the gimbal cam a little bit, and this cam has been normal from the start. So I got pretty much all the tech minus the printer and the cables and crap and my studio mic. So I think that's what I'm going to set up next. And I still got to figure out where I'm going to put the printer, because honestly, I still have no idea. I might just put it with my mom's printer, which is right next to me, which you can't see. Yeah, you can't see it. But my mom's printer is right next to me. So I might just do our old setup, or bring in like a chair to go next to it. I don't know. I'll come to that when I have to. So let's cut the time lapse. guys. So I just finished getting all the cables done. I got my SD card reader in a different reader in my computer. I got the HDMI hooked up. Right now the HDMI is actually hooked up to the overhead cam, which I just realized probably turned off. So I'm going to figure out my mic situation here if I can. I have a clip. So let me see if I can just put it on the... Okay, let me... If the monitor isn't showing anything anymore, then the camera probably stopped rolling. Would you looky there? It's your old stuffed bear that stopped rolling. Okay, now it's rolling again. And, I can see everything right now. I can see my desk. I can see my keyboard. I can see everything that I'm doing. Ooh, I can see my fitness stats here. 12 minutes of exercise is not very good for today. So you can see everything. You can see my Mac, you can see my Stanley. Yeah. So right now, I am going to clean up everything besides like the overhead cam and stuff. And then I'm going to get my podcast mic set up. And put my printer somewhere, get the cables in some drawers, and everything's looking good so far, so I'm gonna cut to time lapse. But anyways, that'll be all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, look at this desk. It looks so much better than the crap it used to be. So make sure you go down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.